Again. A programming note, next Saturday I normally do my Twitch stream at 1 to 3, but I'm going to be covering the Fight for the Flagship tournament, most likely with Sea Raptor, and standalone. And yes, I don't know if I'm going to be doing replay analysis on Sunday of next week. I'm doing today mainly because I felt like yesterday I wasted a lot of people's time. We only covered one actual match because unfortunately people from clans did not show. So we covered one match and we ended up covering just a lot of I did some test ships, and then we covered at that point it was just a, I guess you could say, scrim, because well, at that point there were only 5 teams left and 5 teams were going to advance, so LOL, they get in.
Action stations.
Yes, excessive criticism, go! I'm gonna double check. This aspect ratio seems a little off. Nope, same. Okay, good. I have a widescreen monitor, and I have my 1080p projector, and I typically play on the projector, and I do my analysis on my monitor, so sometimes it screws up the aspect ratio, and you get ships that look fat or stretched, depending on the situation. Standalone is bad at DD, so it's a good thing you sent this in, so that we can give you some good, constructive feedback, right? Item number 1, you are not in a carrier game, so that's excitement. Gearing has the ability to take defensive anti-air fire or speed boost. I typically play my gearing with defensive fire because when you run into carriers, it's nice to have, but you don't need it. You're playing with protection, which is good, and then you did that, so I got my view screwed up. XP boost. Commander XP, free XP. Alright, now if you're going to do the trifecta of those, running your Restless Fire camo for 250% to Commander XP only is not efficient, in my opinion. I think you'd be better off running a camo like Type 59, or something that gives you 100 and 100, like the Lucky camo, the green one, or the Valentine's Day camo. And then you've got another special economic flag. If you're going to invest these flags too, I would invest additional signal flags like fire chance, flood chance, so you can get it. Okay, well, interesting chat. Grozavoy detected. Absolutely no point sending torpedoes his way. The Grozavoy is already turned out, which means he's probably going to be running away. If the Grozavoy had slowed down and stopped in the smoke without turning, by all means, fire those torpedoes. I just don't see those things hitting. That being said, there's a Musashi and Yoshino coming around that bend, so they very well could get those torpedoes. Standalone free XP to Fletcher. Interesting choice. Joining up with Daring is a good idea. SAT was mentioning there earlier. The two of you guys combine your firepower to do lots of bad things.
Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes dead ahead.
And those are the Grozavoy torpedoes. As he turned away, he fired those torpedoes, which would put the Grozavoy back over here someplace. Now you are located, so you need to be thinking about that. The enemy ship that's got some sort of location sensor is going to be closer than the Daring, which means that they're probably going to be over here. Who could have that? It could be Minotaur, it could be Des Moines. I doubt Yoshino. I doubt Grozavoy, but it could be Shima or Haru, but Haru's been spotted, Shima's been spotted. Projects, thanks for the follow. Better not be one of these battleships that's got it, so I would think. No, Minotaur's been spotted over here, so it could be the Des Moines. We haven't seen Des Moines yet. Now, I would, at this point, you might consider backing up farther and then spamming torps at these guys because they're pushing. Alternately, you can spam torps at an Iowa. Okay. I wouldn't shoot the Iowa. The Iowa's so far out there. Sitting broad. I mean, just let him sail. He's firing HE too. Just let him sail.
Engine boost deactivated.
Yeah. Avoid being this aggressive until you know where the Des Moines is. Smart decision not to go past that island and find out who that is. Okay, Des Moines is over here at the typical radar cruiser island, so that's good to know. And you're right, any ship could have RPF. At this point, I would put it at the Yoshino. Or the Musashi, even.
Get back!
Oh, that Shimakaze is being dragged into a fight with the Kremlin. Let's find out if his torpedoes are successful. One on the bow. That's gonna be it. Okay, Iowa goes down. Very unfortunate. 2 more torpedo hits on the Kremlin. Musashi goes down in the corner. Now the Shimakaze made a big mistake there, firing all 3 racks already. Firing 2 at the bow. Oh, I bet you he wishes he had 1 left for right now. He could have gotten the kill right here had he saved a wreck, of course. Now, standalone, it looks kind of like you're not quite sure what you want to be doing here. You got the Des Moines, obviously, is a big threat with radar, so I like the idea that you see him, you identify the threat, and you run away.
Torpedoes, direct front.
You've got a Grozavoy. Now, unfortunately, that Grozavoy is backed up by the Conqueror. But do you see how that Grozavoy is slowing down, and he's probably going to use that smoke? Nope. Maybe? Nope. He laid it, and now he's running. Yep, SE Kremlin.
Smoke generator started. Engine boost activated. I need help. Smoke screen set.
Thought Daring would spot for you. Well, Daring's gonna just kind of sit in the smoke with you, so oops. So, good decision to back out here to get your butt out, to get some spots. Now the entire enemy is like, they're all running, the north side's running this way, and the other group's heading south. So one thing you could do is turn south here and try to head off this push. The Kremlin, the Tirpitz, and the Haragumo. Your torps are really good at enemies that are pushing in. Yes, you try to torp the Graz. Well, I mean, I would say you're doing what's called area denial torpedoes, okay? Which means you're sending them up through a choke point. Also, if you're gonna torpedo the Graz, then don't shoot the Graz and let them know that you see him. But yeah, I'd like to see you down here trying to head off this push.
Torpedoes to port.
Or staying with the Daring and pushing through. Either is fine. That Zhao just killed himself for no good reason. Yeah. SAT brings up a good point. Now it's really tough to push because they got themselves isolated. That's the thing about this particular map is you basically get stuck. If you go A, you get stuck. Ouch. And you know you can hit the C key to see out the forward guns.
how to win.
Yes, that is how you do that. You didn't know? I mean, they don't give you these instructions at all. So yeah, you hit the C key to change to the different gun position, forward or backward. Smoke-free Des Moines would be... Oh. At this point, full speed ahead and torpedo as soon as you clear this guy.
The ship is on fire.
Nope, forward, 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 forward. More forward, more forward. Okay, that's about as good as you can get. Don't worry about spotting. Stay in there for now. Get this Kremlin off the board, then you can spot. Or you can ask the Des Moines to radar or hydro, would be my suggestion. Still, nice kill there. Don't, Des Moines. Get the Des Moines. Shoot the Des Moines. Des Moines is the bigger threat. It's also extremely low right now. Fortunately, the Des Moines died.
Engine boost activated.
Don't shoot, you got a Conqueror there. He's gonna whack you pretty hard. You also have the Minotaur to your south, so you gotta be thinking about cross shots. You're also trying to cap. So you typically don't want to be shooting and getting spotted if you're trying to cap. It's too late now, you've opened up, and now you realize the Minotaur's there. And now you realize the Minotaur's not. Oh, GG. Shimakaze guns down the daring, for sure. Kill that rock. Now, I would almost run forward and just engage the Grozavoy at close range, because that's when you win. Yeah, no one is left to punish you, absolutely. Don't worry about torps. Torpedo for the Conqueror. Just guns. Guns only for the Groz. I mean, you can try doing these predictive torp things, 300 IQ plays, but you're gonna kill them with guns anyway, right? Good speed juke there. See what I mean? Those torps were completely wasted. You could have used them on the Conqueror. At this point, just stealth up and go straight to C-cap. Stealth up, go straight to C-cap. That's all you gotta do.
Torpedoes to port. Engine boost deactivated.
Not gonna be able to make it anymore. Conqueror's turning in. You could go south into C-cap that way. I'll bet you right about now you wish you had your torps available. No, don't turn sideways. Oh god. Fortunately, the Conquerors decided to stop there. So you actually totally could have made it. That's hilarious. Well, yeah, the DM would have had to stop shooting in order to benefit from the smoke, and it's very easy for people to forget about the gun bloom thing. Okay, now you just telegraph to him that you fire torpedoes by changing from torpedoes to guns, and then back to guns again, or whatever. And you also torp the island there. By doing that, you told him that you fire torpedoes at him. And notice how he's immediately changing course? Conqueror's dead. C would still be a good option for you. But instead, you're positioning yourself to go after the Shima, which is fine if Shima's low, but C would have gotten you that insurance, whereas now you have to depend on a teammate to get into C while they get a free A cap. Looks like the Shimakaze is smoked. Yoshino spotted. If you're lucky, your Musashi Yamato combo will take him down. Yeah, Cthulhu, I've commented on that dilemma for you before, haven't I? Now, if you want to switch back to guns and be ready to use your guns, I would hit the X key first to break your target lock and then go to guns. That way you're not, like, immediately targeting this guy again. Alright, your detected Shimakaze spotted. For some odd reason, the Shima didn't go to B. Now he's gonna die for it. Good. Now you could stop and smoke to avoid shots from the Iowa.
Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes to port.
Alright, that's very helpful. Now you can get in there and cap. Still, it's a very close situation where you will barely win on points, so you absolutely have to get in the cap, and nobody on your team has to die. Now, had you gone to C originally, A, you could be helping spot and kill the Yoshino, and B, you'd be up in points. But hey, this is ranked. Or sorry, random. Guys, I do want to thank you all for hanging out. This is one of the longest streams I've done in a while, 6 hours long. Started with clan battles for 4 hours, a little bit under 4 hours, and then we've done replay analysis for 2 hours. That's pretty insane. But thanks for sticking with it, everybody. Appreciate the raid, and those of you guys that came in the raid, thanks for hanging out and following and stuff, and hopefully you enjoy what you see. And send me replays. You can see my email address on the bottom of the screen there, lordzathna@gmail.com. Any replay, any battle, I don't really care. Hell, I did a training room game today. So, seriously, send me stuff and I'll comment on your gameplay directly. I've got that YouTube channel there where I post all the replays that I record while I stream. And that's about it, I guess. Minnow Go Boom was absolutely clutch. AP ready to go on him, sure, but I mean, yeah. It'd be hard for you to kill him. Not saying you couldn't do it, but it'd be difficult. And Yoshino died. Alright, I'm going to do one last drawing. I need you guys to tell me who we should raid. Who's currently streaming right now. And let's figure that out while we play some Let's Horn and do our last raffle. Raid Oni. Is he an SCC? I haven't seen him formally introduced as such yet. And Instant Cthulhu, congratulations. Majash has a ton of people following him already, I think, right? Where's he at? He's got 229 and Oni is at 187. Cthulhu, I'm gonna get you your container, and meanwhile, let's get ready to raid Oni. Oni's an awesome guy, good friend of mine from the old Supremacy League days. What is my computer doing to me here? Alright, Cthulhu, here you go, boom. Everybody ready? Remember, when you get in there, give the characteristic Zath wave. That's the little circle slash there. Remember to hang out next week as we do some competitive games for a change on Saturday. It'll be a long slog of a day. It'll probably be another 6-hour shindig as we go and get through a whole bunch of rounds. And then the following week after that, they have the grand finale, all that good stuff. So once again, guys, thanks for hanging out. And let's go raid somebody. First, we gotta listen to the horn, right? God, I love this song. Test name, please, meow. Just follow. Thank you, sir. Here we go. Raid time.